Former Trump advisor Omarosa Newman has just released yet another secret recording of her conversations with people in the president's inner circle. This one involves a phone call with President Trump's own daughter-in-law. On this recording, you'll hear the voice of Lara Trump as she is offering Omarosa a $15,000 a month job after she was fired from the administration. That offer coming after the New York Times published a story suggesting that Omarosa might break her silence because of the firing.
Listen, obviously with like the New York Times article and stuff, you know, it's.
What's the New York Times article?
The one that it was in the New Times today. I guess you did with Maggie Haberman, or they wrote about you. It sounds a little like obviously that there's some things you got in the back pocket to pull out. Clearly, if you come on board the campaign, like we gotta.
Oh God, no.
Everybody's positive, right? And so the only thing that we have to consider when we're talking salary as far as the campaign is concerned is that, as you know, everything is public. And all the money that we raise and that pays salaries is directly from donors, small dollar donors for the most part. So I know you were making $179 at the White House. And I think we could work something out where we keep you right along those lines. Specifically, let me see, I haven't even added up the numbers, but we were talking about like $15K a month. Let me see what that adds up to. 12. Yeah, so that's $180,000. Does that sound like a fair deal for you? In terms of your position specifically, I really feel like your position would require, you to be able to be flexible in terms of where you are. Sometimes, come to New York for occasional meetings, but I would love if you could, occasionally go do speaking engagements and that sort of thing for us. I think you'd be awesome doing that. And so it doesn't really matter where you are. If you're comfortable staying in D.C., then, we're more than happy to have you.
Lara Trump just released a statement explaining why she would make such an offer just days after Omarosa was fired. She writes, quote, "We still wanted her on our team because we cared so much about her personally. That's why I reached out to offer her a position with the 2020 Trump campaign before we knew anything about the gross violations of ethics and integrity during her White House tenure." Another one of Omarosa's, quote, bombshell tapes is a fraud. She says the discussions about a position with the campaign took place in numerous phone calls over the course of several weeks. And Lara Trump ended by speaking directly to Omarosa, saying this: "I hope it's all worth it for you, Omarosa, because some things you just can't put a price on." So with me now, CNN national security analyst Julia Kayyem, a former assistant secretary of Homeland Security. Also with us, former CIA intelligence officer David Priest, who wrote the book, The President's Book of Secrets. Welcome to both of you. And Julia, just on this, your takeaway is that, again, it's the family protecting the president.
It is. It's just like the non-disclosure agreements, or at least the ones that we saw. There's no public interest. There's no national security interest that this White House seems concerned about. They're concerned about the Trump interest and the reputations of Donald Trump, and the non-disclosures mention the family directly, Ivanka and others. I think the other takeaway is I would like to be offered that much money to do occasional speeches. I mean, it's so clearly a payoff. I mean, there's no job. I mean, it is occasionally do a speech, but it's just clear that it's a $15,000 for her to remain quiet in light of what at least the New York Times was reporting at that time. And Lara Trump doesn't hide that. We'll give you this $15,000 a month. Occasionally, will you do a speech for us?
That's what had a lawyer on last hour saying. It just sounds like a no-pay job to anyone listening to that conversation.